When the job goes right, it's easy to fall into the pit of getting a little bit in over your head. Feeling like a god after getting something done right can always get the best high. Some people can ride that high right back down to where Humboldt is. But some people tend to push it a little far. And when they push it, obviously the bounty is a lot higher. I mean, the Sunbearer didn't get where he was from just sitting on his ass, did he? But much in the same vein, people push a little bit too hard, reach a little too high. Well, Men in Black doesn't care when or how you get to him. He'll get you all the same. And if somebody wants to go ahead and start the impromptu recap, as unfortunately we don't have Trick's notes today.
So sad. Well, we stole some stuff. We
robbed the museum.
We did not
we finally
get caught.
did it. No, almost, but we did not.
Trick's got a piece of his own body back.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
And it gave me visions.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nyx went off and helped close a portal to hell. That
And
was
then
exciting.
took a nap.
Very important. Took a nap.
Mm-hmm.
The artifacts we stole were a golden pyramid and a staff that both had very vaguely fiery energies, so we took both.
The staff
'Cause we weren't
is
sure-
wanted by the hiree for me, Mr. Winsboro. The pyramid, we're gonna keep that if we can figure out what it does. But
The staff was our objective. The
Baby
pyramid's just for
steps.
fun.
baby steps.
Well, Dust wasn't sure which one. Dust was like, it's fire themed. These both are fire themed.
Mhm.
We'll take both. Anyway, we almost got caught, but we didn't.
Mhm.
We got
also,
away. We got some horses.
Some raptor
Raptor
horses.
horses.
Raptor horses.
One
Actually
thing,
named
the
D&D.
the collector or the museum curator probably saw us jumping off the roof as a part of our escape. Due to
I don't think he saw us
Malvin's
jumping because he
perception.
was as we were jumping off. That is when he was walking up.
So he
Like
might
he was
have.
walking
think-
towards.
I think
the
Mal
museum.
saw him, but I don't know for
Yeah.
sure if he saw Mal.
Yeah, we don't know if he
Yeah.
saw us. And then he also, what was it? The the thing that is blocking the what was it? I thought it was interesting that on the inventory the sarcophagus didn't have a thing, so I feel like the museum curator is from the sarcophagus. It might be the demon lord, and also the wards
That's-
around the demon lord was
real.
definitely just an illusion. It wasn't real.
Yeah.
It flickered. So, yeah.
There was some
And it
bullshit
was
going
really
on that we
interesting.
didn't get to check out because we had to go.
It did say everything in the acquisitions list or whatever. It didn't say, oh, this was found here. All of them said that's where stuff was taken from. So this museum was in the business of specifically taking items from specific people that they belonged to, not just finding them. So this was
You
an
know,
evil museum.
like the British Museum.
I was
feel
literally
better.
about to make that joke.
I feel better about stealing from this museum, knowing that it's an extra evil museum that
Hmm.
stole stuff from people who are still alive.
But mad props to our inside crew, Dust. They were very deft in retrieving everything because there were some
Yes.
rolls where I thought we were gonna drop people, lose people, but skin of our teeth, baby, in and out.
Woo.
I've got that
Now we're
climbing
on the
speed,
road.
which helped me
Yeah.
as a cat.
Mhm.
Otherwise,
yes.
I would have been screwed.
We're trying to get to the train depot and probably sell or house our raptor horses so that we can make the long journey north to get to my employer, and on the way maybe encounter some other things. But we're meeting about halfway in, what was it, Vol County, DM.
Somewhere.
Yeah, you
Oh my
guys. Let me go over to Roll 20, and I'll take y'all to the Saltu map.
Left.
Yep.
Twitch should see this too. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go to the combat map. We're not actually doing combat just here.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and
Just have a little bit of drama.
one of the better parts of the episode, Mal and Zeke were disguised as an old lady and like her grandson or something, and we bought our raptor horses in the middle of the night.
Yes.
I don't know what
That
Mal's
was a lot of fun.
I don't know what Mal's alias was, but Zeke went under Mike Oxlong, and and that is now going
I
to be
never had to
his
give a
canon-
name, so.
his fake canon name. So be prepared, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone
So
else.
yeah. So you guys are currently. Oh, let me adjust that marker real fast. You guys are currently about here. You guys rode for a few days to get to get outside the. Xanit isn't as much a town so much as it's like a pseudo-military outpost. And so you guys are currently about halfway across Corvat County. You know that there's a train depot right snug up against the mountains. And then it snakes across Vol and then into Quincy until it goes up into Bell County. So you guys were planning on meeting in Vol itself.
Yipper.
Yep. Anything else that anybody wants to declare before we start this shit?
I had a nap.
No.
That's about it.
Sick.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be going because the dude who stole our, well, he didn't steal our bounty, but he did take out the lizard folk guy before we could finish question.
Oh yeah.
He marked on our map where the nearby Whispers bases were, right?
Oh yeah, he marked it.
Mal is absolutely studying and memorizing that map.
The closest one that you know of is actually in Quincy County.
Oh, perfect. I was about to, I'm like, wasn't there one in Quincy County?
Mhm. Yep.
That was another thing that happened. We decided that Mal's going to go on a murder spree, and then we were all just close enough friends to just say, sure,
Yeah,
whatever
why
you
not?
want.
It's like, yeah, we'll have fun.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she told you like why she's just looking for it's not her friend, but someone who is close to someone who is close to her is missing someone who is close to them. And so that is who she is looking for.
Oh yeah. Cool.
A friend of a friend.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well then, with all that settled, I believe we left on the night of, it was your guys' second day of travel?
I think so.
When you come to the outside of the small outpost of Xanit. Pretty high walls. This is the walls are definitely higher and thicker than those that you had seen in Blazewood. There are what looks like watchtowers posted along them, and you can see multiple fires going on inside, almost like campfires. At least the smokestacks from them as you look. So this is probably some sort of militant outpost. The two raptor horses that you guys have attached to the cart are just currently sleeping. You're not sure if this is more menacing or less than when they're awake, because when they're awake they usually just have their mouths closed. You can't see their teeth except for the couple incisors that poke out the bottom of their lips. Whereas when they sleep, their mouths are completely agape, and the three tongues that hang out of their mouths just kind of hang out lazily. Yeah.
Creepy.
Cool.
These creepy animals.
They're so precious.
This is like like the people who adopt like full like wild cats. It's like, this is a baby. That is a predator. No, it's a baby.
This is a tiger.
He's not a predator.
If
We're
not
pooping.
friend, why friend shape?
Yeah. All right. Well, I suppose we need to, because we know that to take the train, we have to be in town, right? Or
Yeah, you have to go to the actual train stations, which are along the tracks. I've moved y'all to the Korvac County map. You guys would know that probably the next next train station closest to y'all is right on the outskirts of Fort Vidal. So if y'all keep going east, you'll eventually get to the train station.
well, do we need to make a stop here at Zenit, or do we just keep trucking?
I mean, if we're wanting to get rid of our D&D here, this might be our last like stop
Unless
civilization.
we sell them to any offloading parties coming out of the train station, maybe.
Oh, we can't do that. I don't know. How are we on supplies?
Yeah. How are we on supplies?
You guys supplied before you left, right?
We did.
So then
We got food and water.
Yeah, you guys have
Yeah.
enough food and water for the trip. I imagine you probably did the standard like 10 days worth of rations and stuff.
Yeah.
We're almost out of cheese curls, and I'm really tempted to stop at Zenit for a quick break, but I think I can make it if we just keep pushing.
What? Sorry. Why do I feel like you guys resupplying for rations is you just got like 10 larges from Mimic's Merry Band? You're
Oh,
just
Sorry, were we supposed to
slice
get
by
other
slice.
kinds of rations?
Yeah, we had 10.
There were
we had,
other options?
we had 5 cheese,
Excuse me?
5 pepperoni, and 2 jugs of Milo's sweet tea.
We live on leftovers.
It's my actual life is leftovers.
God, I forgot that
Honestly, same.
being an inventory
Run and roll.
buddy is just like post-college like road trip mentality.
We bought a whole bunch of Hot
Yeah.
Pockets,
sorry,
but we don't have a
post-college?
microwave.
You know how
Also
how
fair.
we're going?
Cool.
It's called millennial mentality.
Well-
Fucking
Very
honestly.
Well, I
Anyway.
think we'll be all right. We'll have some saltines, but we are running low on cinnamon toast crunch, so
Shit.
don't anyone freak out.
Not
I'm
Not
freaking out.
sponsored.
I don't know if we'll make it.
Freaking
Uh,
out.
Last fucking bowl.
Freaking
We only
out.
have unfrosted strawberry Pop-Tarts. I'm so sorry, everyone.
God.
Man,
Oh.
we're
Ruined.
gonna get so
My
soon.
day is ruined.
Shit. Anyway. Then yeah, you guys are pretty well supplied for the moment being. You can stop if you
Alright.
like, or if you decide to.
Yeah, unless
truck.
we wanna. Yeah, I mean, unless we decide we wanna camp here for a night, I think we're good.
All right. How long would it take us to get to that station from here, you think, DM?
Well, let's go ahead and look. Well, hang on, because stream is also going to want to see this. So, with my handy dandy ruler, hopefully it doesn't do the dumb shit with shit up. It's going to take y'all going along here. 7 days to get to the tracks. I'd say if you wanted to go around the river, it'd take you about 17 and a half days to get to Fort Vidal proper. But if you're just looking to get to the station, about 7 days.
Ooh. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt if we needed to pop in. I mean, if it's military only, we can avoid it. But like, whatever y'all think. If they got a
Yeah.
saloon or if they got an inn, you know, maybe an evening wouldn't kill us. Proper beds instead of bed rolls.
I wouldn't
No
mind
squirt
it.
hose.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me more about that. You told me that they were up to no good, but I need to know what. All right, we'll discuss it over dinner. Let's pop in for a bit, shall we?
Do it.
All right. Well, I guess let's go ring the bell, as it were.
Sweet. You make your way over to the gate of Fort Little, and there's a couple of the military members just standing, talking with each other before they notice you coming up, and they just kind of give each other a look, and one of them grabs a shotgun that's just sitting against the wall behind them, and the other one just holds their hand up and grabs a clipboard. State your business.
Just we want a place to stay on our travels towards Fort Vidal.
Okay. You,
If you have civilian quarters, I don't know if this is the.
I mean, given that, hang on. And he looks at the clipboard, flips a couple papers over. It's probably best that you do. This is the time of the week when the herds start coming through here. You don't want to be out on the roads during this. Yeah, we got. You want to show them to the camp? Yeah. We just gotta check your cargo, make sure that there's nothing contraband or anything against regulations.
Okay.
And they before you even say okay, they're already moving toward the wagon, and the one with the shotgun moves around to the back, but the one with the clipboard is like, all right, standard 2 steep cut art.
I'm petting, just trying to keep him calm. Calm.
Just kind of scoots away from the raptor horses.
Don't worry, she's not gonna bite you, not unless you get within. Actually, take at least one step back if I was you, just to be a little safe. Okay.
3 steps away from the beasts.
He's getting better.
Ever since the accident.
I'm just standing away.
All right. I'm just yanking your chain. Let's do this. Friends. We have visitors.
And the one in the back kind of knocks on some of the wood holding the cover over it. I'm opening this, make sure you're decent, and just pulls back one of the canvas flaps on the back, and taking a look inside, seeing the abnormal amalgamation of the group. Just you guys with the guild or nah?
Not officially.
We talked to them, but they said we didn't have to join.
Unregistered, and just poking through stuff. We'll want to see inside your bags.
Sure. Open my rucksack. I've got some underwear, some underwear, some that doesn't belong to me. Just kidding.
No, just moves it away.
No, it's probably stanky underwear, but not for that reason, but just because it's old. It hasn't been to the creek for a hot second.
I hate that mental image.
You want to clamp your nose if you're going to go in there. I'm just saying. No. No. Well, here's my guitar. Here's a thing. It's we do. Obviously, we got these weapons that we just keep on our persons. We ain't had to use them or none. So.
Where are you guys keeping your new acquisitions?
Well, the pyramid is in my hip bag, and I think they kind of look like our normal stuff a little bit.
Yeah, my whole shoulder is the rifle, the guitar, the scepter. It's all together in one wad.
I've got the pyramid along with my alchemical dust and that mineral made of cicatrix's skin still in my bag that I need to get back to him, and like I got some weird stuff in my bag that it fits in, that I just have a weird golden pyramid too.
I mean, I also have weird shit because wizard.
Yeah.
Wizard
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
lived in a swamp.
There's just fucking 2 pounds of fucking scrap metal in my backpack.
Yeah.
Oh, and a
And
cask
an
of gunpowder.
A cask of gunpowder. Plus, like, some rations and, like, shit I actually need. But it's mostly the
Yeah.
fucking scrap metal and
Yeah.
gunpowder.
I think we have enough weird stuff that like the things we took do not stand out.
Don't stand out.
No.
Yeah, in a world
with
where
this
D&D
group.
is real, it's probably checks out. I imagine. I don't know.
Yeah, and so just looking around at them, just calling back over to the other one with the clipboard. Gunsmith's kit. That's a lot. Magic stuff. Okay, we'll have to send whoever that is to the head mage here. Make sure everything's documented. Do we have to write the underwear? I don't think we have to write the. Oh, thank God!
It's good stuff though. I tell you, if you get yourself a pair, it's like the finest like vol silk you'll ever feel on your body, or rather, not feel. Trust me, you're gonna want to get into it. You want me to dig them out and show you what the brand is? I can.
Just closes the back flap. And they both make their
Zeke
way.
is just gonna weird his way through all of us.
Yeah,
We're just gonna weird our way out of all inspections.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so
That's the way to go,
I'm here
man.
for it.
yeah. And so as they make their way back to the front, the one with the clipboard just reaches under his chest plate and just pulls out a small whistle and just blows into it, and the gates and start to open up. And you can see as in the seams there's gears turning to have them open up on their own rather than people pulling them on the backside. And inside you see quite a few camp tents, a lot of them lined up, seeming to be in like squads. There's a small area with like a campfire with a few people around it. None of them are in uniforms, but you see there is a wagon next to this campfire with something you guys haven't seen before. I don't think actually any of you would have ran into one of these, but it looks like in terms of what you, the players, would know, it is some sort of hybrid between a moose and a snapping turtle. Just a large, like armored beast that is kind of like not strung up to the cart, but is just like next to like a trough, and is just kind of like slurping water. Its beak like dipped into the water to slurp it up.
It's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, antlers.
and the one with the clipboard just kind of points you over to that campfire. That's the civilians area. If you step outside of there, you will be brought back and manacled.
Much obliged.
Okay, bye. And just makes his way away. And the other one's just, sorry, he's new. And just follows him.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then just through to our
Sweet.
area.
Hell yeah. Cool. And you see a few people around the campfire. You see what looks like you've seen a few of these before. You see a warforged with much more sleek make, a lot of filigree in the metal implements. You can even see like on the back of the head is some sort of sigil that is on the back of it, but they're currently facing you, so you can't see what it is. You can only see whenever they turn their head to the sides. You see a what looks like a human ranger with these very dark shaded almost what look like welding goggles over their eyes, sitting next to a very large shog that they're just kind of patting ambiently and feeding some bits of meat off their plate too. You also see a you can barely see them behind this massive book they have in front of them, but you do see two goblin ears peeking out from beside this book and two green hands holding on to the sides of it. And you see there is a fourth tent, but you don't see the occupant at the moment. You imagine they're inside the tent.
Well, let's tie up the raptor horses and gather our most precious items, and I guess make camp with our bedfellows here.
Good.
Cool. You guys start setting up your little camp, and the other group just doesn't say anything, but just like gives you a nod. Getting closer, you do see each one of them has like a patch sewn into the front of either whatever cloak they have over them or like emblazoned on armor that they're currently wearing. Other than that, they just kind of like nod and let you guys have your space for the time being.
Cool. Do we recognize this as any of the guild filigree?
Those of you who did go to the university do recognize the emblem.
They are guild folk.
Bunch of college nerds. All right. JK. Well, I'm gonna try to keep the item with me, sort of all times, sort of around, maybe. But other than that, maybe just go to the campfire and see if anyone's got any baked beans on the fire or anything like that, and just kind of, set my hat down, make acquaintances, and just be like, well, hell, folks, what brings you to this neck of the woods?
And they kind of like exchange glances, and the Warforged and the Ranger exchange glances, and after a second, my brain is blanking now. The human-looking one turns to say something, and the two green hands just close the book. That is about like, even for like human hands, about like this thick, and just like sets it down, and takes like these massive, like magnifying it to where you can only see the like just barely the color of their eyes, but just takes these spectacles off. Hi. Sure, I think you did a stew, right? Is it stew this time, or is it that gumbo shit you try? And the human one is just like, you call it shit again, and I'm taking your other eye. We got stew!
Well. Don't mind if I do. Well, hi, my name is Zeke. Zeke Plimpkin. I'm traveling with some companions, going a little further north, but figured we'd make a little pit stop, for a day and for an evening. And what all do you do?
Well, we're part of the guild. I'm Grumple Bum Dimkus. I study wizardry. I do wizardry most of the time. Sometimes I do sorcery, but you don't do that. That's a different thing, Grungle. Don't shit on my dreams. They just like stare at each other for a second, and the Warforged is like, I punch things very hard.
Nice.
Oh, so do they. Pointing at Dust.
Like locks in on Dust. How hard can you punch me?
Do you want me to punch you?
How hard? And you see at this point the human is just kind of like pinching the bridge of their nose.
Now be careful, friend. They are a registered weapon. You don't want to mess with them too hard. You know what I mean?
I'm like, I can punch pretty hard, but I've got more of my like, and I pull out my claws. Like, this is more of, it's more like slashing and cutting up things than brute force.
This one's pokey. No, and it just kind of like moves around and goes into its tent. It's like, Huh. Sorry. They're not the best at conversation. Just call me
That's okay.
Trix.
What?
Trix.
What?
Fuck.
No.
And the goblin's just grinning ear to ear. Someone's gotta change their name. Just God, fuck. Okay.
Well, that's our
His name
companion's
is-
name.
He goes
Wait,
by.
your name is Trix?
You could just call me Al at this point. No. We should have a duel to see who gets to keep Trix. You shut your mouth. And then they just they just point at each other, like just staring and pointing with squinted eyes. And then finally the goblin's like, "Not today," and then just like goes back to the massive book. And he's just like, just call me Al.
Okay, Paul
Is that
Simon.
okay?
Al's
You
fine.
don't have to.
No,
You don't have to change your name. We can just.
I mean,
it's
even though there's more than one.
Tricks?
even
Yeah, even though I don't
Yeah,
think
we
I'll
could.
ever, and then like look right into the camera, be sick of Tricks.
God damn.
So I think I'd be happy to have more than one
My God,
because
dude.
he's pretty cool. Now you're not from outer space, are you, son?
Excuse me. Oh, right.
He's from-
Star Child. No. I'm the farthest away from Saltu of these fuckers, but no, not space.
Well, I'll just have to. You can be Earth Tricks, and
We'll go with Al. I think if
all right. Well, we won't push it.
Grunkle's
Al-
bad
Al-
about the names, but Daisy's gonna be even worse if you start stirring her shit. Let's just stick with Al.
Okay.
Wait, I have an idea. You're from Earth, so you can be Trix E, and then my name starts with C, so I'll be Trix C.
You know. And you see at this point, like, the book is kind of dropped down as you see the goblin just, like, squinting at nothing, trying to, like, think for a bit. And,
I knew a madam once named Trixie, and a madam named Trixie. The West is a crazy place. Anyway,
I haven't seen anybody do that to him in a long while. You know what? Props to fucking you. Here, soup is on the house, and he just dips this like silver with like runic bits on the side ladle into it, and just gives you like a wooden bowl. So, you know, most of us. What do you guys call yourselves? Either your group or individually?
I don't think we figured that out yet.
We haven't really had the time to.
Man, already getting super busy? Good for you guys.
Yeah.
I write something down. I thought.
I remember you pitched something. I can't remember what it was.
Workshopping it.
I don't remember
Yeah.
what it was though. It was something punny.
Yeah.
It was something like something posse. It was like Zeke.
Oh, and the Posse Cats, because we had,
Zeke and the
Yeah,
Posse
Zeke and the
Cats.
Posse Cats.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh,
it
yeah.
was.
or just the
boy.
Posse Cats or something.
Yeah, that's
But,
we haven't quite figured it out yet.
We're still workshopping it a bit, doing some test audiences, trying to see what the market's into. I know it's pretty easy. We got some like we had Trix and Nix and Dust and Zeke and Malvin. Trix and Nix and Dust and Zeke and Malvin. Like we're that's not like a name we would go by, but it's easy to remember who we are, and we know who each other is. So
Yeah. We all got, this singular syllable name. Too hard.
At least it makes it easy to remember. Then, oh, you may not even need a group name if it's that fucking quick.
Just those folks, like people, yeah.
Those folks. I think that one's already taken, but they're not going to survive long, to be honest. So, it's still up in the air.
Bam.
Well,
I mean, that's why I guess that's part of why we're not officially registered with the guild. We don't have a name yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We talked with them.
Are y'all all the
So.
same band of traveling companions, or?
yeah, Daisy's new. But we've been traveling for a bit. I think the next newest is probably Zia. Z14! Yeah, but just call him Z. I've been here the longest, but it is what it is.
What is your guys' group name?
Don't. And you hear, well, hold on just 1 second, and you hear the rustling from inside the tent that nobody's come out of yet. And you actually see two people emerge. First is standing up about like twice as tall as the tent, a Loxodon, who just like walks over, waves, and sits down at the campfire. And then walking behind is a bright pink tiefling with about 3 sets of antlers going across her head that each look like they're covered in moss. She's like, so that one's a little bit up in the air, but it's more because we're debating. And if you guys want, you can weigh in if you like. I personally say Daisy and the marigolds, and you see the the human is just once again pinching the bridge of their nose. He's like, or I just had marauders as the thing because none of us are bards. Yeah, and anyway.
What if y'all did like a combination, like
That's
the
what I was gonna say,
marigold marauders?
Marauder.
It's got the alliteration with the MM. It's
Oh, I don't hate
The
it.
M&Ms.
And you see Daisy's like bouncing up and down. And even like the Shog just
You're here.
kind of like has a little wagging of their tail. He's like, well, Crux likes it, so I guess that's it. Yeah! Okay, awesome. And Daisy comes and sits down at the campfire with you guys.
all right. Well, it has been decided.
Glad we could help, I guess.
Yeah. So what's your guys' specialties? We like seeing what the group dynamics are like whenever we meet you. You do. Well, yeah. But it's like a group thing. We hang out and we talk with people. Alright. Just kind of like leans in for another bowl.
Well,
I mean, we got quite a bit of a spread here.
Okay.
I'm a monk.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Petunia here and like patting the arm of the Loxodon. She's a monk too. Don't know where she learned. She doesn't talk a ton. But she's fun.
Do I know of any Loxodon tribes in the mountains?
You don't. Loxodon have like a couple roving bands of just them, but usually they'll stop in towns to kind of like provide uses, especially given that they're one of the more heavy set lineages.
Are they the elephant want people
Yes.
or the hippo people?
No. GIF are the hippo
Elephant.
people. GIF
GIF are
you've
the people
not
who
seen
lost.
very many of on Saltu.
We've only seen the ones from space.
Yes. I clocked that. But yeah, you guys collectively have only seen the ones from space.
Okay, so the Luxodons, they're the elephant people.
Elephant people, yes.
So they're probably not. I probably don't know of the monk Luxodon tribe,
No.
even though I am also a monk. Okay.
No. And in terms of monks, not all of them are raised or are like taught like monastic traditions and stuff
Oh,
like
in
that.
clans like I was?
Yeah. Some monks are like bar brawlers that just specialize in using their fists. Some of them learn to use the like monk move sets to like move around towns easier, stuff like that.
So I'm like your old timey ninja monk, and
Yes.
they're like your old timey Western monk.
Yeah, they're absolutely like, especially looking at them, they're not wearing like robes or anything. It's very much normal clothes,
Like I am.
but like full like boxing tape around the hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wearing robes and stuff. So
Well, they're
nice.
Fist of Fury, a furry. look at them. They're so adorable. Cicatrix over here is made out of celestial goodness.
He's from
and is
space.
an expert whittler, I might add. So proud of you. Malvin here is a firearms expert.
Tap.
Our
Tranquility on that's still trapped in my back.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of out of this world, our ASMR friend here, Nick, and then there's a wizard, doing all the magic stuff. And well, I'm shy. I don't like talking. Just kidding, you know me. I play some music, and I like to, hey, College of Lore 2024. What's up?
Bob.
And you see Daisy, the tiefling, is just kind of like listening along, but then like looks back at Trix and is like, "So you're a Trix too?" And you hear from the human who's just like, "No, we already sorted it out. I'm going by Owl for a bit. You're just gonna deal with it." She's like, "Oh, you're not fun." Well, we also have a wizard, Grunkle. Ah, what? What's going on? They proposed a compromise with the trick situation, and I'm confused phonetically how that's going to distinguish. That's Grunkle. So, and then obviously you've met Petunia. You met Zia, who is sulking, processing. And I'm Daisy. I'm this group's sorcerer. Zia's our barbarian. He takes a lot of the hits for us. And then Al is our ranger. So, yeah,
Fun.
yeah.
I think we can all agree clerics are kind of dumb, right, everyone? I mean, we don't have one either.
And you see some of them kind of like look between each other and just like take like a moment of silence, and then they like kind of come back after a second, and Al is just like, so actually Zia's replacing our former cleric.
Oh, my fault. I was just playing. I
It's fine. Actually, a lot of the starting up kids at the guild tend to have the same thing, so it's a pretty common mentality. Yeah.
Well, if we see you out on the road, we'll, try not to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not as adept as say a cleric would be, but I do have a little bit of healing ability. So if you come across each other, you're in need of maybe some light stuff, I can maybe help out.
Same. Little tree
Oh.
wounds never hurt anybody.
Oath bearer. Got it. You've got healing too. What's your specialty, Space Kid?
I can do magic. And I can tell jokes.
And you see, Owl just kind of cocks his head to the side, and Daisy like poses her head up and is like, "What's your favorite?"
Now I'm on the spot.
Trix's face turns into a different color array of nebula.
I mean,
Don't
the
forget-
kiddies love it.
Don't
Trix
forget
is
the
for
cast
kids.
iron.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Give me a second to remember. I have to go to the bathroom, and he's gonna run to the cart. And he's gonna go into his bag and pull out the book of 100. He took it from the
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
100 jokes to tell your friends.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Oh my god.
I forgot about that highlight.
Incredible.
Hell yeah. And while Trix is running away, Petunia just kind of like looks to you, Dust, and makes a few motions with their hand.
Do I know what that means?
They make a few motions, and they kind of cock their head to the side and reach into their bag and pull out what looks like a large block of slate, and just starts scrawling on it, and like shows you the other side, and it says, "Did you learn traditionally or in a bar?"
Oh, traditionally. I'm from a village, with a clan specialty.
And she turns it around and like wipes on it and writes again. What's that like?
It's fun. Although I am on a mission right now where I can't see my friends or family until I finish it. So yeah, I'm looking for something cool. But only I will know what the cool thing is when I find it. So I don't know what it is yet.
And it says, like any cool thing or what?
Yeah, kind of.
And just kind of
Like,
sets the stone in her bag.
yeah, I haven't decided yet. I've collected a couple of things that are kind of cool, but I haven't decided if like they're the cool thing yet. Cause it has to be like important, and it's gonna have some like cultural significance to my my village. So yeah, it's kind of complex to describe. And the last time a cool thing had to go be found was like 20 years ago. So it's been a little while since the last time we had to find a cool thing.
So
At this moment, you probably see Trix, like, you just hear him go, "Oh!" And then he'll, like, run, and he'll, like, clip his, like
Ow.
hip on the corner of the part.
Mm.
And I just, fuck! And I just, like, run out. I remembered. Why didn't the son go to college?
Why didn't the son go to college?
Because he already had 1,000,000 degrees.
And you see Daisy is just kind of like chuckling to herself. And you see, once again, the book lowers itself. And you see Gronkle just staring off into the abyss again.
I love how you're breaking this.
Yeah. You even see
this
Petunia's shoulders are like shaking as she's laughing to herself. Al just completely tuned out, like checking in with his shog. And then you see, like, the Warforged head peeks at it and is like, "Ah, yes, because temperature!"
Yeah, he gets
Yes.
it. He gets it.
He understands.
Fantastic, goodbye! And just pulls back into the tank.
Oh,
But yeah,
amazing.
and I'm assuming you guys just hang out for the rest of the day.
Oh,
Yeah.
Daisy,
I want
there-
to
is
make
there-
bullets.
okay.
Is there anything to go do outside of just being in our area?
There's not really any like buildings or anything here. This seems like a training camp of sorts. You hear after a while what sounds like practice shots at a shooting range a little ways away going off. You hear a few other camps deeper in where people are like talking and laughing to themselves. But other than that, there's not a ton within Sand itself.
I think if I can, I'd flag down a soldier and then ask to speak to any supervisor under the guise of like, well, maybe tonight when everyone's grubbing up, when it's time for retreat or something, if y'all need a little mood music, I'd be more than happy to provide some for you. Just thought it'd be fun.
Oh, you're a songy boy, ain't you?
Yes, sir.
I'll tell the captain, and he just kind of like walks off with a little spring in his step.
He's like,
And I'll turn around, going back to the thing, and be like, you little songy boy.
But yeah,
I'm a song man. Song man.
song man, damn it. Cool. Now wanting to make bullets, so give me a survival check with advantage. See how many you can make.
What else do I have prepared?
That's survival.
Say again.
You just had survival.
Yes.
What is? Yes. That's even better. That's a natural 20. For a
Natural
total of
20.
23.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Was that first roll of the game too?
that's some good
Yeah, I
beans.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
Nice.
yeah. Cool. You
It's
take
all
some-
downhill from here.
You take a good handful of the coins that you have
Oh, no.
left from your supply, and you put them in your little contraption and make the casings, and you're able to actually press 23 bullets all together.
Oh yeah.
And you actually, with this one, with that nat 20, you're able to make them with a little bit less materials than you usually had before. And so we even have, can't remember if those mechanics have worked out. You do have a couple hollow points.
Ooh.
Ooh, all right.
Sweet. But yeah. After a bit, Zeke, the soldier you had talked with before, coming up, makes his way up to the camp and is like, "Are you looking to do this for free or for pay?" Like Captain wanted to ask.
I mean, if someone slipped me a tip, that's fine, but just for free, just for funsies.
All right. Cool. Yeah. He says that we'll probably be having supper here in about a couple hours, and he points like what path you need to take, and kind of hands you a little purple handkerchief. He's like, "Have this visible on you, and people will let you by."
And I'll just go back and practice before it's time.
Cool. And he makes his way off. Anybody else want to do anything for the day?
I'm probably going to work on, because I have my wood carver stuff too. So I'm
Okay.
just going to kind of work on a thing. I don't know what I'm working on. I think I'm just going to make some nice sticks and then decide what I want to do with them later.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you just whittle some nice sticks down, cleaning off the excess bark on the outside.
I'm making chopsticks.
Oh no!
There you go.
Hey.
Hell yeah!
Perfect.
Yeah, give me a survival roll.
Nice. All right, come on, dice. Let's see. Survival is a wisdom. That's gonna be a 12.
12. They're not the straightest chopsticks ever, and there's not any like special designs, but they are smooth.
They
You're not
work.
going to get splinters with them, and they resemble what chopsticks could be. But
Chop twigs.
yeah, they're chop twigs. But they you're
I
definitely
have to say, it is, as someone who has tried to actually whittle conductor's sticks before, whittling a very thin stick in a straight line is difficult. So I
Yeah.
will accept that 12.
Yeah, 100%. It was a higher DC because it's much more delicate work. Cool.
Well done.
Nyx, Trix, you guys do anything tonight?
Sleeping, probably.
Why, they sound like a cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
By the way, just point of order: the bandana never comes down.
Oh, for sure.
It stays up the whole time.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah, just sleep with my hat over my face like that.
Like I'll chit chat
Not
Yeah.
with
bad.
people if they want to talk, but like this stays
Yeah.
up.
Fair.
And we don't have to necessarily RP it unless you have something in mind. But basically, the plan was, I'm using, once I'm ready to go play for the troops, USO show style. Got my bandana on to designate me. Basically, what I'm doing is on the way to wherever their mess hall is, I'm looking for any quick means of escape in case something goes down, and we got to get out of here. So I'm
Ooh.
using it to do a little bit of recon, but I'm still gonna just go play and just like hope y'all know this one. Digga digga, and just
Mhm.
play some music.
Have fun.
Okay, give me either an investigation or a perception check.
Let's see. Let's do perception.
I already have information I'd give you right off
Ooh,
the bat.
18.
18. Off the bat, there's the two gates that this place has. One at the southern end and one at the northern, past the bigger tents. But looking around, you also see like the stairs going up to each of the watchtowers for this this large encampment. And so you imagine if you really needed to, especially given that you guys have featherfall and stuff, and you wanted to just leave the cart here, you could probably bail over the walls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a quick escape method if needed, possibly. That's the kind of recon I wanted, but that's it.
Yeah.
And then if all goes according to the plan afterwards, I'll, thank everyone for their hard sacrifices in their training, and then come back to our area, and probably same as Nick's, just like, hat over face, conk out.
Cool. And then if you want, give me a performance check. I'd say with advantage, these guys are pretty sauced.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Another 16.
16. You actually get about 12 gold as a tip
Hey.
altogether, with everybody
Nice.
tipping in after your show. About midway through Zeke's show, and like right as sunset is breaking, the gate opens again, and somebody walks in. Familiar to a couple of you. This is a large, tall, lithe man with these high elf ears and this gray, like silver mustache over his face, in a very plain but very well kept black suit and a black top hat, making his way in. And just like surveying
Cam?
the area for a second.
Real quickly, I might have just completely heard this wrong. Did you say he's a tall, alive man?
Lithe, like very thin.
Live?
Lithe.
He's a live man?
L-E-H-E.
Okay, what does that mean?
Like very thin, very like not much meat on his bones.
He's a skinny bitch.
Skinny bitch.
Yeah. He's a broomstick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was really confused. I was like, man, we have to signify whether or not people are alive when they walk in? Oh,
I did that for a second too, and then I was like, wait.
A
What in
large
the
alive
Nazi zombies are we
man.
talking about?
Surprise! We've been meeting undead this entire time.
Everyone
It wasn't
is
a surprise
dead.
to me. That's the thing. I didn't
Yeah.
even flinch when
That's
you said
the M.
alive. I was
Night
like, oh,
Shyamalan
okay.
twist
Yeah.
of the campaign.
A large
like, oh, yeah,
alive
an alive
man.
person,
Everyone else is
obviously.
but
Oh,
dead.
okay.
Guys, the conspiracy theories are supposed to happen after the campaign's over. Not during the campaign.
Wait a minute, they were all dead the whole time?
This is
Bruce
ruining my
Willis, no.
immersion.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry
You're
for
okay.
interrupting. I just was really confused by
No,
the
you're
description, and I needed
You're
an
entirely
explanation.
fine. Yeah. But so he walks in and is just kind of surveying the area for a second before he kind of like walks on like a specific area and just starts walking deeper into the camp.
Cool.
But yeah, you guys are getting your rest in. The other party has at this point gone into their tents to rest. A few of them stating that they had planned on leaving like crack of dawn next morning.
Us too, I think.
And so Zeke, at the end of your show, whenever people are coming up and putting tips in your cap, you do notice a bit deeper into the crowd. There is there's like some people gathering together, and like talking over each other, and then they carry one of the guys off, who's just kind of like limp as they're carrying him away from the rest of the crowd. And you see a man in a black suit with a top hat just watching them go. That's about it.
I mean, I guess as I'm saying it, I'm just gonna kind of clock it and try to gain that information what I can, but also still just like HOTTOGO.
Still trying to play the the bangers.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And you finish your set, and you start making your way back to the camp. And on your way back, before you settle into bed, you do see the nobody seems to notice him at the moment. The tall man is just watching into one of the tents, and then after a couple minutes, two guys go off to a different part of the camp with shovels. But yeah,
I have not seen this man before.
He's being a little bit of a creep.
not to my knowledge, no.
Okay.
You are not one of the people who this would be familiar to.
Well, regardless, I think I'll shutter up spine later. I think I'll just mind my own business. This seems like one of those like horror movie, like I better not like be that, guy and the couple of friends like, guys, the only way we're gonna beat this is if I leave the safety of the group and go check it out. So I'm not doing that.
You're not gonna be
Yeah.
Fred.
No.
So,
Zeke
So,
is
I-
big braining this this chapter of the horror movie. is what I'd say.
congratulations. Breaking
Yeah,
horror movie stereotypes.
Yeah, I'm doing the nope and just being like,
Cool.
nope.
All
Just gonna go back to bed and pray that I'm alive in the morning.
Cool.
Yeah. This guy sounds familiar. It sounds like somebody I've seen before.
You've seen him.
Okay, that's what I figured.
But
But I know
someone
better
I've
not to
seen,
say
though,
anything,
right?
so.
Through my spies.
Huh?
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen this person before, right?
You haven't seen this person before. I mean, given that your clan collects information, you can roll
That's
like a
I never
search.
know because
Yeah.
just because of what my job was.
Yeah.
I'm like, have I
Hmm.
seen this person? I might have. Who knows?
Yeah, so you can roll me a history check if you want. Let me grab my
No,
charger real
knowing-
fast.
Knowing when this guy tends to turn up, I'm not saying shit.
14.
I can kind of guess what's happening though, so.
Yes, above the table. Yes.
I got my hat over my face. I don't see shit.
Yeah, like walk by. Nick's like, Nix, did you see? Nah, she did.
She didn't see nothing.
She did to the world.
Mhm.
Yeah, I rolled a
Make sure-
14. I'm not sure if you heard.
14.
Sorry.
What you know of is more akin to legends and like
Cool.
folklore, nothing concrete of an actual person. You've heard rumors of a man in black or the Undertaker, who people say whenever he shows up to town, someone dies, but no concrete sightings or actual evidence of him existing.
Cool. So I'm just gonna be like, and just kind of go back to working on my chopsticks.
Cool. Alrighty, and y'all settle in for the night. I'm gonna say this dream is only for the ears of Nyx.
Oh.
Do we all have to deafen?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold, please.
And I'll just clap whenever it's time.
Okay.
Oh no.
My face is gonna
Okay.
Good
I gotta
luck.
prepare myself.
Cool. So Nyx,
Yeah.
part of the reason you've stayed in seclusion so long is because you've had a reminder. It takes a while for it to come back around and rear its head, but whenever it comes back, it's hard to ignore. You remember exactly how it starts every time, as you remember the first time it happened. The fire, the running, the torches. And every time it skips the part where you leave town and just brings you back to the fire, the people running with nowhere to go, and then the explosion. And every time, instead of you turning away as you did before, small girl's face stares up at you with just like a blank expression. You left us here before you're snapped away back to being awake. Except it doesn't end there this time. As you're snapped away, brought through the void of unconsciousness, you're settled outside. It's just vast, like salt flats. Flat, white ground with a fog drifting around at twilight, and the only thing breaking this up is a small building, what looks like a saloon, with the sign outside it, the last drop. And through the window, you can see a face you haven't seen since that first night. The face of your friend, your partner in crime for the longest time. Breathing on the window, creating the fog, and just writing in the little mist, she needs your help. And it's at that point that you're snapped back. Cold sweat, woken up in the middle of the night.
Oh boy.
The clapping is happening.
The clapping is happening.
Who's got the clap?
No! Terrible.
No.
What? No.
Go to jail.
Where?
No.
And most of you wake up from a sound sleep in the morning.
Woo.
The
Well, damn.
other party is gone. All of their tents and everything packed up and moved. But you guys awake?
Cool. First things
Alright.
first. Check, make sure I have my stuff.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Not amazing. 7.
7. Yeah, everything seems right there. You didn't have much to begin with other than underwear, so you looking through, you see that all the underwear that's on top is left where it was, so it's fine.
Well, funny enough, the only things that really matter are my musical instruments and the object.
Yeah,
that we stole. That's all I care about.
Staff.
yeah. You
The
even like
staff.
dig under. I imagine the staff is like piled under things, and so you dig under and it's there.
Okay, good.
Cool. Yeah, you guys wake in the morning.
All right.
The raptor
Let's,
horses seem a little bit antsy, but
All right. Well, let's not overstay our welcome. Let's get the hell out of here.
cool.
Probably eager to run, and that's why we're all freaking out.
Cool. You guys
Nyx
start.
is not looking great either.
Yeah, Nix, you have a
ready
good
to
night's
go.
sleep?
Define good night.
Restful 8 hours, providing a long rest and a reset of spells.
Zeke is
I
just
have
breaking the
spells.
fourth wall every other word now.
No, just for real, being like, well, I mean, did you sleep?
Not well, but I did.
Well, it's probably because you slept so much the other day that it's finally trying to balance out, I imagine.
Maybe.
Well, you let us know while we're driving if you need us to pull over for an upchuck break. If you're not feeling good.
I should be fine. Just bad dreams.
Oof. Those are the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's put some miles between this place and ourselves, and maybe the bad juju that's hovering over here might, because I don't know. I saw a dude last night. He just kind of made my hair stand up in the back of my neck. I didn't like it, so let's get out of here.
You guys pack up
Packing up.
your stuff into the wagon, and you make your way out the gate. And you guys start making your way, I'm guessing, east back down the road.
Mhm.
Sweet. You guys,
Toodaloo, boys. Thanks for the hospitality. I'll miss you most of all, Scarecrow.
they just kind of like looking past, and there's a large burly guy with a lot of scars over his face who just waves at Zeke. And you guys make your way down the road. You do see, as you're going down the road, it's probably best that you stayed behind walls today, as you see, as you're going down the road, marks of fresh kills. And a lot of claw marks, both up the trees as well as across the road itself. Not too dissimilar from the tracks that your beasts leave behind your wagon.
Damn.
But yeah, you guys make your way following the road, which kind of goes alongside the river. And you make your way over east. And I think this is where we're going to go ahead and have our break. We'll be back in about
Ooh, all right.
10 to 15 minutes, and we'll see you all in a bit.